What's up, everyone? So today was my first day trading my Express funded account with topstep, and this trade gave me around $686 in profit. So today I'm just going to be breaking down the trade, showing you how simple it was and how I caught this one-to-one. Alright, so the first thing is we're on the M15 time frame, and I'm just going to go ahead and mark this M15 supply, drop down to the M5, and mark it just like that. You can see we have those two levels right there, and one of the other things we had to was the previous all-time high. You can see this is the new all-time high now, but we did have the previous all-time high, and we also had this New York session high in confluence with these levels, that level of supply. So we had that all together, and whenever I have a level of supply and demand mixed in with a previous session high and low, that usually makes me a lot more comfortable about that setup, and usually I treat it as an A+ setup. Now for a while the market's just been bullish, but I really wanted to get a pullback today, and so kind of was focused on sells, and you can see that's exactly what we got. We got a short in today. Market dropped, came back up, and retested that M15 M5 supply, and we just decided to take it to the downside, and you can see it played out perfectly in our favor. We rejected right around here, came down and got out on this wick right here, and exactly what we wanted to do. We were looking for it to take out these wicks right here, and went exactly in our favor. That's really how simple this strategy is. I mean, if you have multiple time here, we'll just go ahead and multiple time frames in confluence with each other as one of the main things. Now the next thing is previous. If you have a previous session high and low in confluence with supply and demand, so multiple time frames in confluence, and if you have a previous session high and low in confluence with a supply or demand, that's what I look for. That's all this strategy is. You're just marking out valid levels of supply and demand. So I'll just show you in the market real quick just how solid this strategy is. Let's go up to the M15. Alright, first thing you can see right here, we have an M15 right here. Let's go to the H1, nothing on the H1 right there. And you can also see we have an untouched, or actually just touched right there, M5. And you can see, what did we do on that exact area right there? Yeah, it's wicked past these a little, which sometimes it's not going to be exactly perfect, but sometimes this strategy, it will touch that level of supply or demand and then go exactly your way. But not everything can be 100% perfect. But you can see we bounced into this, or went into this area, came and rejected and went right back up. That level was valid. You can see right here. Just let's take off this drawing real quick. You can see right here we have a M5. You can see that doji candle you could put as an M15, but let's just take a look at the M5 for right now. We came up, tapped into this M5, kept tapping in, went down. It was holding on that M5, kept going down, and look, it went all the way down to there. That M5 was solid. Look right here. And let's just jump back to the M15 and just look for some more real quick, just to show you guys how valid this strategy actually is. And sometimes it's going to miss it by a very small, maybe like a point or so. This is a very solid strategy. It got me funded in Forex, and it's the same thing that got me funded in futures. This is all you need. And look right here. Here's another perfect example. You have an M5, and what did we do? Tapped right into the M5 right here and went down. And we tapped it perfectly.
What do you mean by that?
You would have taken no drawdown if you entered on that trade. That just goes to show you how accurate this strategy is. Let's go over to the M15, and this works on every time frame. Like, I recommend starting from the weekly, going through all these time frames and marking all valid levels of supply and demand. Here's an example on the daily right here. So let's see, you got a daily level of supply right there, and that might not be perfectly accurate, but you can see we came down, went right in, tapped right into that daily supply, and then shot right down. Works on the daily, works on the weekly. This is a strategy that when you're doing supply and demand, you want to mark the valid level of supply and demand on every single time frame. That is what makes supply and demand strong. When you have multiple time frames in confluence, like we mentioned earlier, and when you have a previous session high and low paired with it. Backtest this strategy in your free time and you'll actually see how accurate this strategy is. So I dropped a little bit of heat in this video for you guys. Remember, multiple time frames in confluence, and if you have a previous session high and low in confluence with your supply and demand, that's what I call an A+ setup, and I feel the most comfortable taking. And like I said, that's exactly what got me funded with Forex, and that's exactly what got me funded with futures, and we are going to be racking up more future funded accounts. Hope you guys like this short little video though. That's the trade that got me some profit today on my funded account, and that's just a strategy. If you guys like the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.